Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which it is waging on multiple fronts, is the greatest conflict in Europe since World War II. Heavy deaths resulted from the Russian military's airstrikes and massive rocket and artillery bombardments throughout significant swaths of Ukraine. Stay tuned in today's video. We explore the armaments employed in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Do your best to not miss out. Remember to subscribe to War Explorer as well. With that, let's not waste any more time and get down to the video. Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which it is waging on multiple fronts, is the greatest conflict in Europe since World War II. Here is a sampling of the weapons in use at this time. Weapons called Javelin. The FGM-148 Javelin, also known as the Advanced Anti-Tank Weapon System Medium, is a portable anti-tank missile system first deployed in 1996 and regularly improved upon since then in the United States. It was deployed in place of the M47 Dragon anti-tank missile previously used by the United States military. Javelin is a lock-on before launch, self-guided missile that can be fired and forgotten about. When used against armored vehicles, the system uses a top attack flight profile to penetrate the often thinner top armor. However, it's also capable of direct attacks against buildings, targets too near for a top attack, targets under obstruction, and helicopters. In its top assault mode, it can fly up to 150 meters, whereas in its direct attack form, it can only fly as high as 60 meters. The original model's range was 2,000 meters and later was expanded to 2,500. An infrared imaging seeker is included. Both the primary warhead, which can penetrate base armor, and the precursor warhead, which can explode explosives, reactive armor, are shaped charges built into the tandem war. Caliber cruise missiles. The 3M14 Caliber, also known as the SSN-30A by the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, is an upgraded variant of the 3M14E Club LACM that was developed in Russia. As a backbone of the Russian Navy's ground strike capability, the SSN-30A has an estimated range of between 1,500 and 2,500 kilometers. While the SSN-30A is frequently referred to as the Caliber cruise missile in media stories, it is just one member of the wider Caliber family of Russian sea-launched missiles, which also includes the SSN-27. Russia fired 26 SSN-30A missiles at Syrian rebels fighting the Assad government in October 2015. One Russian Jeopard-class frigate and 3 Russian Bayer-M corvettes fired the missile from the Caspian Sea. Soviet-made hailstones, tornadoes, and nuclear missiles called Grad, Smerch, and Uragan Hurricane. A volley of strong rockets can be fired from Soviet-designed multiple rocket launchers like the Grad, Smerch, and Uragan. The employment of these weapons against inhabited areas always results in high civilian deaths and expensive property destruction. The Russian military employs a variety of multiple launch rocket systems, including the BM-21. A single barrage of 720 rockets can be fired from a single battalion of 18 launchers. The rockets are unguided and less accurate than regular artillery, therefore they can be employed when precise accuracy is essential. Instead relies on a huge number of rockets being fired in a wide arc to destroy a target. Anti-aircraft Stinger missiles. As part of the security package, Lithuanian military personnel has sent anti-aircraft Stinger missiles to Ukraine. The Stinger has the potential to be a game changer since it allows ground troops to contest the skies and limit enemies' ability to conduct. In the mid-1980s, Afghan opposition troops deployed CIA supplier Stinger missiles to shoot down Soviet helicopters, proving the weapon's efficacy. Stingers, according to these analysts, were a major reason the Soviets were ultimately defeated and changed the dynamic of that fight. Unmanned Combat Aerial Vehicle UAV Bayraktar TB2. The Bayraktar TB2 Unmanned Combat Aerial Vehicle, a drone manufactured by Turkey that can carry tiny anti-armor missiles, has also become a crucial instrument for the Ukrainians in their fight. Vasyl Bodnar, Ukraine's ambassador in Turkey, claims the drones were highly effective, and films released by the Ukrainian military showed the drones being used to kill Russian military vehicles. As part of its war against separatists in eastern Ukraine supported by Russia, Turkey has sold numerous batches of TB2 drones to Kiev. The drone is equipped to carry small anti-vehicle missiles, perhaps the Rocket-San MAML, that's Smart Micromunition, which according to the manufacturer can glide up to 8 kilometers before impact and track its targets using a laser. bombs that explode in groups or cluster bombs. Cluster munitions have been defined and banned as a type of weapon under the Convention of Cluster Munitions. Article 2 defines a cluster munition as a conventional munition that is designed to distribute or release explosive submunitions, each weighing less than 20 kilograms, and this definition extends to the submunitions themselves. As a result, the container and the submunitions it contains are subject to the ban on cluster munitions, as well as all associated convention duties such as stockpile destruction. Submunitions that are designed to explode upon impact are sometimes disseminated from aircraft-mounted dispensers rather than being stored in a container. Bomblets packed with explosive material are specifically named in the convention as prohibited weapons. Warships, planes, artillery, and rocket launchers are all examples of delivery systems that can fire multiple types of weapons. TOS-1A. Tanks are equipped with the TOS-1A heavy flamethrower system, which is a multiple rocket launcher. Thermobaric warheads are used on unguided artillery rockets. In the late 1970s, the concept of a heavy short-range MLRS emerged, allowing for the discharge of rockets armed with incendiary and thermobaric warheads. There was a long period of secrecy around the creation of the TOS-1 combat system, which included the combat vehicle rockets and loading vehicle, and which had its origins in the early 1980s at KBTM in Omsk. This is the TOS-1. Buratino is designed to fight in a military setting against soldiers, tanks, and fortified buildings. The huge nose of the launcher inspired the name Buratino, which is the hero's name in a Russian adaptation of the Pinocchio story by Alexei Tolstoy. In the original Italian text of Pinocchio, the protagonist is a Buratino, the Italian word for a puppet. Russia debuted a new rocket for the TOS-1A in March of 2020, increasing its power and decreasing its size so that it could go 10 kilometers. This was made possible by a new fuel-air explosive mixture in the warhead. The M010104M rocket, with its lesser range, will continue to be used in close combat situations, despite the M010103 minimum M's range is increased from 400 meters to 1.6 kilometers. The Iraqi army employed TOS-1As for the first time in action on October 24, 2014, during the retaking of Jurf al-Shakar from ISIL. At least 3 TOS-1 rockets were fired by the Iraqi army on the first day of an attack to reclaim the old city of Mosul from the Islamic State. These rockets were directed at schools that were controlled by Islamic State militants but were known to be vacant at the time. TOS-2. It was reported on the 12th of January 2018 that NPO Splav is currently in the process of developing a prototype of a next-generation TOS system to get ready for early testing. A wheeled chassis will be used in the construction of the improved system, which will also offer improved tactical and technological capabilities. At the Kavkaz 2020 drills, which are scheduled to take place in September 2020, the newly built TOS system will be exhibited for the very first time. It comes equipped with its crane in addition to a more powerful TBS M3 rocket. It can now go further and is immune to strikes that are targeted at specific areas. This system uses a 6x6 Ural 63706-0120 all-terrain vehicle as an alternative to the tracked armored chassis used by the TOS-1A. On January 6, 2021, the TOS-2 was officially adopted by the Central Military District of Russia. Russian news agency TASS stated in late May 2022 that the technology had been used in Ukraine during the Russian invasion of that year. To my pals, which of these guns do you think is the deadliest? Please share your thoughts in the space provided below. Well, I guess we're done here for today. Sincerely, we hope the video was entertaining. We can't do this without you, so please subscribe to our channel and check out for more of our fantastic videos. You can also check out for other videos that we have specially selected for you. We'll catch up in the next video.